I am
Play
going to
number
give out
2
my
for
next
you.
play here. I'm going to go to the night game, USC against Iowa, as we talked about previously. It sounds like we're going to have a little weather here. It's going to be a rainy in southern Los Angeles, but I took USC minus 5.5, minus 120 over on Fanatics against number 21 Iowa. USC has been a little bit up and down this season as far as covering this 5.5 spread. But at home, they have been perfect, covering all 5 home games with winning margins of 60, 39, 14, 18, and 21. Their last two being against Northwestern and Michigan. And their offense have put up points while their defense has made some big stops here. Um, Iowa has played the slightly tougher schedule, according to Sagarin, but they're just coming off a really brutal loss here, Mike. Where they really gave up everything to win that game against Oregon, and they really had a shot. And now they've got to travel multiple time zones to play in an environment that USC usually thrives in night games. And I think USC's playoff hopes are on the line, and I just think this is going to be a tough task for Iowa to get it done. Um, the tough thing is here is Iowa has covered this line 100% of the season, but I don't think they have traveled and faced this efficient of an offense that also has some defense that they can put behind it. USC ranks 7th in the country at almost 40 points per game, 11th in the country in red zone efficiency, 5th in converting third down conversions, and they rank first in yards per play at 7.5. And while I do expect that to drop versus Iowa, I still expect to see explosive plays. USC's offense is top 20 in both least sacks and QB hits allowed, which I think will be key here against Iowa's defensive line. If USC can get time to their quarterback, I think they'll be able to make some big plays here. Iowa's offense is really much improved, obviously, from compared to last season's, where they're almost scoring 30 points per game right now, and they have a 90% plus red zone efficiency on offense. But having said that, USC ranks third in the country on defense, allowing just 67% red zone efficiency. Um, while also allowing 36% on the third down completions. So I think Iowa's offense is just going to struggle here on the road in this tough environment. And then last piece I like to add here is that USC ranks 10th in the country in tackles for loss, 17th in sacks. And I just think it's going to be a long night for this Iowa offense. We saw, Michigan's offense is not bad, and we saw them come in, and I think they only scored 17 or 18 points. USC put up over 30, so I think USC won that game by 18. Um, so I just think similar here. I think USC is gonna win something by double digits here. So I think this 5.5 line's pretty generous. This is the tough spot for Iowa, man.
Yeah, it is. I like this play a lot. I cashed with the Hawkeyes last week there, and you're right. I watched that whole game. They poured everything into trying to beat Oregon, and they had a beat right there. Give up the last second field goal. That was a heartbreak. I felt sorry for the Hawkeyes actually. I
Yeah,
really wanted them to pull the outright upset, cashed easily with a point spread. But the money line sprinkle would have been nice. I've always got a soft spot for the Hawkeyes. I don't know why. Maybe because
I know. Me too. No, I know. I know. I know.
it looks like you're watching, the throwbacks of the old 1940s football because they don't throw it any and they have great defense and they run the ball. But it's a tough matchup for them. If it rains enough, I definitely think it helps Iowa a little bit because
It does.
they want to uglify the game. I don't even know
It
if that's a
does.
word, but they just made it uglify the game. But even if they do, I don't know. I don't know if it matters because USC has so much freaking speed. You look at the freshman running back, King Miller. He started out the season what fourth or fifth on the depth chart for a Trojan. Kid's
Yep.
averaging 7.9 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Holy smoke! He's ripped off a 75-yard touchdown run earlier
Yep.
this year. The guy's a stud. So I mean, heck, even if the USC passing game is hurt a little bit by the weather, which I don't think they'll be hurt that bad. They got too many good receivers. Makai Lemon, Jacoby Lane, just freaking studs. I mean, guys that are going to be
Yeah.
NFL studs. I don't see the problem here is if Iowa falls behind, they don't have the passing game to back up.
Correct.
So yeah, I just and you nailed it. You nailed it. The Trojans have been a dominant team at home. They struggle on the road, but they're at home here, and they're a different ball team at home. Yeah, definitely lean your way here, big way.
I
Good
think
call.
they're gonna. I think what's gonna happen is they're just gonna trade touchdowns for field goals, and that's gonna give them this margin.
Yep. There you
And
go.
they're
Love
so tough in the red zone. I think Iowa's gonna move the ball.
it.
I just think they're gonna end up shooting for 4 or 5 field goals rather than they're just gonna. I think they're gonna stall out in the red zone too many times. I just do. I think USC, even if it's I hate to say it, man. I can see like a 14-6 game. It's weird, but if it's rainy and sloppy here, because it's supposed to be raining literally for
Yeah,
the
it's
next three
supposed
or
to be
four
pretty
days
bad.
straight. So if they can't get any footing out there, we
Yeah,
could see a sloppy game. I don't know if people are expecting it to be a high scoring game. I didn't even really look at the total too much on this ball game. I didn't study if where the market was as far as that's what I meant as far as
yeah, I didn't either.
where people are leaning. But I just think I think
Sitting
like
at
you said,
48
Iowa
right
doesn't
now.
have the offensive firepower to catch up here. If they have to throw the ball, so.
Yeah, love it.